Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of RV Tips and Trips. Today I want to talk to you about all the things that RVers do that annoy the hell out of me. So stay tuned. Okay, so RVers do a lot of things that just annoy the hell out of me. Some of it is really inconsiderate and unbelievable. These are things that I certainly would not do, but you never know. People are just idiotic sometimes. So one of my biggest pet peeves is dog poop. People don't clean up after their dogs. It's recently we were in San Antonio, Texas, and we pulled in late at night, so I couldn't see a damn thing out there. I'm trying to make the hookups, and I'm crawling all around, connecting things and that. And I come inside the trailer, and I walk into the front of the trailer, and I smell, and I'm going, what the hell's that? I smell dog poop. And I look on my shoes. I got dog poop on my shoes, and I tracked it all through the carpet in the trailer. Let me tell you, Kathy was fit to be tied on that too. It was the guy next to the spot that we're in. They just let their dog out, and it goes wherever it wants. I was not expecting to be stepping in dog poop. It took me an hour to clean those soles of those shoes off the next day. That is really gross. Pick up the dog poop, guys. It's no big deal. You carry these little poop bags. They sell them at Walmart. Here's another thing that really annoys the hell out of me. Dogs just roaming freely wherever, not being on the leash. Wherever we take our dog, he's always on a leash. We go to BLM land or National Forest. Actually, the rules are the dogs must be leashed. Everywhere the dogs must be leashed. You got big time YouTubers out there telling everybody how to do things, and they're on BLM property, and they're talking about stuff, and you can see in the background as they're doing the video their dog wandering around loose back there. It's a royal pain when you're walking your dog and their dog comes running up to yours, because my dog is not that friendly. So guess what's going to happen? So I either have to scoop my dog up so he doesn't attack the other dog. And if their dog was on a leash, we wouldn't have to worry about that. So, like I said, big time YouTubers, you see it all the time. So they know who they are. You know, keeping your dog on a leash is also for their safety as well. If your dog is wandering around, I saw in other people's videos where their dog wandered around and ended up with porcupine needles in them. I mean, a mouthful. I mean, these dogs don't know. They go running up to a little animal. They think they're going to play with it, and damn, something happens to them, or snakes, or whatever. So, if you had them on a leash, you could. Actually, we did see that happen. I heard the dog just yelp. This was up in Maine, also, reversing falls in Maine. A dog just crying like you wouldn't believe, the yelps. And then someone came up to us a little while later and said, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah." They go, "Yeah, it was a dog with a porcupine, and he got a mouthful of needles from the porcupine." So, keep your dog on a leash and pick up the poop. People walking through my campsite, man, that just annoys the hell out of me. You know what? I got a spot, whether I paid for it, you know, at an RV park or whatever. So that is my spot for that day. Don't intrude upon it. What the hell's the big deal? It's like trespassing, you know. You walk through somebody's campsite, you're sitting there in your chair just relaxing, having a beer, and somebody just walks through the campsite. That annoys the hell out of me. Stay out of the campsites. Walk where you're supposed to, not through other people's sites. So we were just recently on BLM out in Quartzsite, and there's, what, 14,000 acres of open land. We went far enough in and found a spot that we could, just camp by ourselves. We don't like to be on top of other people. And guess what? A few days after we're there, some idiots come along and camp right next to us. I mean, it's right there. I mean, what the hell? I look across over there, and there's a big open field. I don't know why they wouldn't go there. So they ended up with a small group of people with ATVs and motorcycles and driving the motorcycles through our campsite. And I tell you, that annoys the hell out of me. That is just plain rude. So don't do it. And I see this a lot. People just leaving their trash behind after they go. Pick up after yourselves. If there's trash containers there on site, use them. So if there aren't any, take the garbage with you. So I've seen a lot of people leaving garbage all around, all across the country. Some of it is local people too. Kids will come and party. This is particularly true of national forests in that kids will drive down, party, leave their cans of beer and stuff all over the place and just go. So that is just totally inconsiderate, and you're trashing our public lands. These are our public lands. We don't want to lose the right to be able to camp on them because people are leaving garbage. It's always the small few who ruin it for everybody else. Now we experienced this in Parker a little bit, partying until wee hours of the night. I'd be considerate of other people. If you got a whole camp area full of people, even though it's national forest, there still technically is quiet hours. It's just you don't have any rangers around to enforce it. But generally quiet hours are 10 p.m. until 7 a.m. the next day. But partying with loud music and stuff annoys the hell out of me. ATVs and motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be a royal pain sometimes. We were just recently in Parker, Arizona, and it's big for ATVs, and I understand that. And they have miles and miles of trails that they can ride on. And that's what those trails are for ATVing and motorcycling and stuff, and just go out there and have a ball. But, you got people, they pull up with their ATVs into the area where most people are camping and doing donuts and stuff with their ATVs. Come on, kicking up all that dirt gets all into the trailers and stuff. That is definitely not cool, and that really just ticks me off. Oh, here's one. We were in a national forest, but it was an official campground within the national forest in Florida. I think it was Ocean Pond Campground. Nice little campground. This lady was doing a van build out on the campsite. First of all, you're not supposed to be doing that. She had lumber all over the place. She was running a generator to run an electric saw and just cutting and hammering all day long. And you're not supposed to be doing that there. I can imagine just leaving nails and screws all over the place, and then somebody backs their trailer into that spot and ends up with a screw or nail in their tire. Not good. And besides that, it's annoying listening to saws and hammering all day long. You're supposed to be relaxing and enjoying the great outdoors. So really sucks when someone decides to do that. Okay, so a lot of RV places have laundromats. This is Kathy's big peeve. So people, they put their laundry in the machines, and then they start them up, and then they leave and don't come back for hours on end. Well, meanwhile, they're tying up all those machines that they got all their laundry in and stuff. So royal pain, which means other people have to wait, and what we do is just, if they are not back in a reasonable amount of time and we got to use the machine or whatever, we're going to take their clothes out of the machine and leave it on top. So that is just totally inconsiderate. So that's something, don't do that. Be considerate of others. Hang out with your laundry when it's done on the machine, then take it out. What's the big deal? a while back, I think this is when we were in Maine this past summer, we stopped at a Walmart to do a little grocery shopping and then continue on our way. I saw this lady with 3 kids camping basically in the middle of the Walmart parking lot. I mean, she had a old Airstream trailer, and they're sitting out there with their lawn chairs, eating lunch, right smack in the middle of the parking lot. You know, it's things like that that are going to ruin it for everybody else. Where, you know, Walmart is courteous enough to allow RVs to come through and stay overnight and then move on the next day, not be camping in the middle of their parking lot with congestion going on. I just couldn't believe it. I actually took a picture of that, but I'm not going to do that and show that because, like I said, she had kids, and just not a very smart thing to do. And then we see this quite a bit when you're looking for a spot to set up camp. You know, this, like our rig's kind of big, so pull-throughs and that are a lot nicer for us to be able to pull into. Some back-in spots, a rig like this size won't fit. So it's always annoying when you see either a small van or a tenter camping in a big pull-through RV spot. I mean, really? Especially, you know, when there's other spots available that are smaller, that they don't need to be taking up big spots like that. So, I mean, your real RVers aren't doing that so much. It's these van people taking up big, huge spots where they really don't need to take a smaller spot and allow the bigger rigs to take the big spots. Would be awesome. Well, I think that's probably enough of my ranting. Of course, there's lots of things that other people do that really just tick me off, but we've probably covered enough stuff for now. So some of the other things that does annoy me is not RVer people. It's other idiots out there who like you've got designated parking for RVs, like so, you know, yeah, McDonald's has RV parkings, a lot of them, Cracker Barrel, places like that, and we pull in, and then we're planning on going to eat. Guess what? You got freaking cars parked where the RVs belong. I mean, really. Sometimes you just feel like shoving their car out of the way, but unbelievable. That is just dumb. You know, what? No common sense. There's parking spots closer to the front door. What the hell are you thinking? So that really annoys me. That one. You see that all the time, all across the country. RV parking. I mean, they're very clear. RV parking. And there's a car parked in the spot. You see that in rest areas too. It says trucks and RVs, trailers over here and cars over here. And then, sure enough, you got idiot cars parked in where the RVs and tractor trailers are supposed to go. And if all the spots are full, you're going to have to continue on because there's no place to park. Crazy. Oh well. And here's another thing. Like I said, it's not RVers. This is just people with small cars. I don't know if they understand it. I'm sure tractor trailer drivers have the same issue. But you'd be driving down the highway, little car comes along, passes you, and then scoots in front of you and slams on the brakes. What the hell are they thinking? I mean, our gross combined vehicle weight between the trailer and the truck is 20,000 pounds. Do you think that I'm going to be able to stop on a dime? No, but maybe that dime will be in his pocket. So it's crazy. They don't think of it. You slam short in front of a big rig like that, and we're not going to be able to make the stop. So it happens all the time. Well, here's another idiotic thing, too. This was a couple of years ago up in, Oregon, I think it was. We pulled into a parking lot to go grocery shopping, and I parked out of the way towards the back of the building of the supermarket, on the side, actually. and there were no vehicles parked over on the side. So I took up a bunch of parking spaces because we're 50 feet long. That was with the old trailer. We were about 50 feet long. We parked the truck there, and we went in, grocery shop, come back out, and sure enough, idiots parked. We're parked this way, a car parked across in our front, and another one behind us, and got us pinned in there until the idiots came out and were finished shopping and then left. I mean, really, no common sense. People absolutely have no common sense. Okay, well, that's enough ranting for today. And if you got any additional comments, certainly put them in the comments below in the below the description there. Until next time, happy camping. See ya. Oh, isn't that great? You go camping and you nice and relaxed. RVing just makes me relax. Don't you worry. I think after that rant, I need a beer.
Thomas says, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Until next time, happy camping.